Cindy Karlsen's stepson Levi is dead, crushed under the truck he was working on in his father's garage. Sadly, it's the type of tragedy that's not unheard of in this part of the country.
An agricultural area, farm accidents are not uncommon here, and it didn't appear to be anything but an accident.
But the loss of his son is just more of the escalating bad luck that has been dogging Karl Karlsen for most of his adult life, beginning decades before when his new car burns up in his driveway. And it has people wondering, what is it with Karl Karlsen and bad luck? How can one man be so cursed?
A little unusual for a brand new car to burn up, and a witness had said that they had seen him cleaning the car out before that fire.
And then there's the tragic house fire back in California that took the life of Karl's first wife, Christina, also ruled an accident, but leaving some lingering questions.
I saw the report from California. It was just a basic preliminary report done at the time of that fire, but it didn't add up. He told 3 different stories on how it happened to the medical examiner, the police, and the firemen.
The flames were too high for him to get to her. He told me he suffered burns from trying to save her. He also told me that they were heating with kerosene heaters, and that the dogs had knocked it over days before, and they had soaked it up with some clothes that were there, and that maybe a spark from the dryer or whatever that was out right outside the bathroom door had caused it to ignite.
Karl's second wife, Cindy, tells our Andrea Isom she thinks back to the night of the barn fire that killed Karl's treasured horses. Something just doesn't fit.
I had asked him how he knew the barn was on fire, because to view the barn out our window, you had to look back. And he had told me that he heard the crackling. I didn't hear any crackling.
And she simply can't let go of Levi's death under that truck. Even the fact that he was working on it in the first place seems strange.
We never really used it. So for Levi to be working on it, I thought it was odd, you know, but a lot of things that Karl did were odd.
No matter how hard she tries, Cindy can't get it out of her head. The idea that her husband doesn't only attract bad luck, somehow he creates it.
I would just berate myself, and I started thinking maybe I was going crazy. And then I would go on for a few months again until the next panic attack would happen.
She confides in a close friend.
I told her everything, my suspicions, and I wanted her to tell me I was crazy. You know, I asked her to please just tell me that I'm crazy, because I'd rather hear that than what I'm actually thinking.
Then a turning point. Cindy gets a call from police who have been alerted to her suspicions by another family member.
He asked if I would come in and talk with him about Levi's death, and I was so relieved, so relieved.
She definitely was suspicious that he may have murdered Levi and that she might be next.
Next, Cindy swallows her fear and goes undercover to find the truth. And what she learns could mean the worst of all luck for Karl Karlsen.
I asked you if you pushed the truck.